guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Okay, my name is Lebo, Tato's mother, aka Lash.
And you know, it's your girl, Tato T, and we're back.
After a long time.
It's been like a month.
And it feels like
a couple of weeks. Oh,
12,
yes. Yeah. 12 months.
12 years. Months. So right now we're just going to jump straight into it. We are going to talk about mental health. What is mental health? General knowledge, you know. What is mental health? Is it depression? Is it schizophrenia? What is mental health? Mental instability, right? Yeah. Mentally disturbed. What is it? How do you identify the signs, the symptoms, all of those, you know, what is what?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, but
I thought you were going to explain. Well...
Check, I gave you clues, but...
Yeah,
not
I mean, she gave examples of the types of mental illnesses that you get. Some are really, like, severe. Some, I think, you can manage But yeah, I'd say mental illness is the condition.
The condition here.
No, it's just.
Hence, it's called mental health.
Yeah,
so
it has to do with your mind, your brain, brain as well. Actually.
Yeah, because we do have chemicals in the brain that will
body serotonin. That's like the happy one. I don't know what the sad one is called. I forgot. Anyways, life science. Anyways, yeah.
Biology.
Life science.
Yeah, but okay. Well, there are signs. Let's just start there. Maybe we can understand what is mental health. The signs are lack of sleep,
or sleeping too much also.
Yes, everything that is too much.
Extreme signs of things.
Yes, and then you are moody, you snap all the time, you cry out of nowhere. That will be like your borderline disorder or bipolar or depression or anxiety. You always, you know,
you're worried,
you're unstable, you know, you're up and down, you worry too much, everything that you do is too much.
Thinking as well is also one of the things.
Yeah.
So I think right now, we're kind of focusing on depression and anxiety. And
linked with, because all these things, they are all linked here. So bipolar, for example, you are too extra in terms of your emotions are too high, you're too hyper, or you're just too low. Then after some few hours, you just, you know, in your black dark corner, yes, just like that. And yeah, I think with me, I do have or have had an experience, depression and anxiety. Okay. And there are other people that how they cope with such illnesses. It's either drinking too much, smoking a drug like marijuana or whatever.
Marijuana.
Well, you do
a drug, but okay.
Well, yeah. Well, but you do get other substances that you take in a form of the packaging comes as marijuana.
How do you
No,
know?
I read. You read.
Okay.
So yeah, others those for example it's their coping mechanisms.
Yes, their way of escaping what they feel inside. So you have.
So I've had depression and anxiety.
Okay.
But I was diagnosed first of all with depression and anxiety. So I started not to sleep at all. I would sleep around AMs, like your 2 a.m. just after 12, and I had to wake up and go to work, and at work it's too much, and then I get home, you know, after dark, and then I don't sleep, but I'm tired, you know, I will develop black rings and eye bags and you know, I wouldn't eat so much, but I would drink a lot in alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, I would drink a lot. My system was even starting to depend on it, you see, so it was starting to become a problem. So when then I got help professionally, and then, you know, these things we need to have knowledge about, because
be aware,
be aware, especially like in this day and age, you know, the COVID hit people, this and that. So now they have diagnosed me with borderline disorder or borderline personality
disorder.
Yes. Now it's borderline because it's just on the side, but you would misdiagnose it with bipolar. You know, you hear the next thing you hear, then obviously you're thinking bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever. But borderline, we feel everything is too much. You know, if you don't like queues, you don't like malls, everyone can relate. You don't like crowd, it's fine, it's normal. But with borderline, it's too much. You know, you don't like to be stood up on a date. Somebody, you know, you're waiting there and you get irritated. That's normal. But if you have borderline, for example, then you would go home frustrated to a point where you take a weapon or a knife or something and
self-harm.
You know, self-harm, so that you feel better after the frustration. Yeah. So we need to be aware of these different kind of mental illnesses, or what may have you, whatever you want to call it, depression, anxiety. We need to know the signs, you know. Don't take life light at times. Maybe as a single parent or as a parent to a teenager, we tend
young adults.
Yes. So, but we, you know, she's now in varsity or whatever. She's in probably high school. It's now books. They need to study. It's exams. It's assignments. It's pressure. Then she comes back home and she's tired. She just closes off, shuts everyone down. Then you think, nah, she's sleeping. No, take time. You know, speak. How was your day? What happened? And then eventually the child will open up. You know, hey, mommy, you know, this course or this, my day was sucked, man. My day was just not okay because of my friend dumped me, my this. Oh,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Then you
just listen, actually, because sometimes you express, your parents ask you what's wrong, then you tell them, and then it ends up being like bait, or it ends up chica, and then that makes you not want to tell them anymore, even though this thing is heavy on you, but you won't. They're gonna ask you again what's wrong, you're gonna be like nothing, because you know that the conversation is.
How was your day? Fine. How was your day at school? Fine.
How's your friends? Fine. The time I have no friends. You know, so because something happened, we had a fallout. So, and also some parents like making things about them. Also, other people in general, when you tell them like what happened,
they overtake you.
They just you know, they're inside your mouth.
They interrupt you and make it their story. They
and then it's like, but I was talking. I don't want to know what happened at work. Okay, you know, so I think it's also important for parents to just
and listen from the heart. Don't listen so you reply quickly and wanting to give quick advice. Sometimes we are not perfect, I guess. And as old as we are with our as old as we are, we do make mistakes. We do want to always be the ones to give advice quickly. No, just listen. Ask probing questions. You know, those questions that makes you interested in your child. So,
and your child can also feel that, okay, she's actually paying attention to me. You know, yeah.
So whatever happens here, the child can now run to you. and say, "Mommy, yo, I've got a problem. How do we sort out this?"
But also sometimes when you have like depression and anxiety, you don't want to. Like talking is very hard. So I mean, as you say, you have had. Do you still? Would you say you still have it?
I have bipolar.
I mean,
I have. Listen, remember, guys, depression, right? Depression and anxiety is where you are not able to sleep properly. You don't sleep at all. You are always fatigued. You don't eat. You lose appetite, and you.
Or you eat a lot.
Yes, overeating. But now, what I have currently, they said it was depression, but as I go through therapy, they're like, where now you have borderline, where everything is extreme. Where with depression, somebody who's depressed, most of them, not all of them, most of them, they don't have appetite.
Or they don't have the energy
to do the things that they normally like to do. They just lock themselves in the room, no curtains open, nothing. They want darkness and all. So that's depression. You all normal depression. But with borderline, which was what I was diagnosed with, everything's extreme.
Yeah.
Everything's extreme. So like Tato said, guys, if you feel you can't open up and talk about deeper things, you just walk into a clinic. That's if you don't have medical aid or you can't afford a private institution. Then you just go to a government clinic, and then they will never turn you back. They will never. Just to say, look, I want to. There's this thing, you know.
I want to talk.
Yes.
But depression is actually scary, because you might see this person as the happiest person you've met. Jokester, makes everyone laugh, laughs really, just
give that best advice, which works.
Brilliant. But when they're alone,
they can't use their medication, their medicine. It's like nurses, I think, guys, comment if I'm wrong. Nurses, doctors, whatever professional that you are in, you must take Benylin for flu, you must take Panado, Grandpa, this for this.
200.
Yeah, Fizz C, all these things. But when they have the cold or they have a headache, you must go to the hospital, go to casualty. When you are sick now,
they don't go to casualty. We know from experience, my grandma was a nurse. She hates hospitals. The irony, but yeah, it's always great to seek help.
And there are toll-free numbers. We do have. I mean, the other time we were talking with my daughter about depression, right? And what causes depression? We do have, if you were physically abused at some point, you experienced some kind of trauma, or saw people die in front of your eyes, family,
or
whatever.
Natural disasters like hurricanes, fires, it all gets trapped.
And cause, so if you can't talk to your parents, you can't talk to your spouses, if you can't talk to your siblings or anyone that you feel know you want a mutual person, then just walk in. Or if other people are not the same, like if you can't walk in, you can just take a phone call. It's a toll-free, I'm not sure what it is, but you can always Google.
Or we'll just put it down in the description box.
Yeah.
Those toll-free
numbers, yeah. And then
yeah, you can start the process. But a lot of people, when it comes to talking or therapy, they feel like it does not work. So, because most people, well, not most people, but some people that I've spoken to, they're always like, okay, so what? I get there and I just talk to a stranger and tell them my problems, and then what? It's a process. It's not like you want.
I think what you're trying to say is it's a process.
You must want to get help.
Yes.
You can't go there and expect, you to tell them your problems and they must fix it for you, then it's not going to work.
And you don't go there with a negative attitude.
To say,
they're gonna
she's gonna write down what, then they're gonna give me tablets,
then it's not gonna
go crazy, and then it's gonna get worse, and then, so just
go with an open mind. You want to heal, be better.
Want to heal, it's all about you, honestly, the whole process. All she does or he does, well, in my experience, all she or he does will ask you questions that open your mind more and that make you
think
reach,
in a different
way, and you reach like realizations to say, oh, this is actually why I feel this way, or this is what triggers me, this is what makes me feel, and then you'll be able to navigate yourself properly
through the process.
When you say, okay, this thing triggers me, or I've been triggered, what do I do now? Do I do I smoke? Do I drink? Or do I, you develop more positive coping mechanisms. Yeah,
and another thing, because it's a process, be patient with yourself. Do not rush to heal. All I know is every wound heals, no matter how deep it can be. Every wound heals. So you get cut, it's gonna be painful, duh, you're a human being. So you're gonna break, you're gonna do stuff, but be patient with yourself. Do not rush to get the process done, because if you rush, speed kills, darling, honey, boom boom. Speed kills, my sweetie pie. You gonna die and crash. So we don't want that. So I think it's very important for parents to have this conversation with their kids. To find, it's like cancer, right? Cancer, it gets healed when you
detected it in early stages.
Thank you. So I think with depression and mental health, whatever, the smaller the earlier you detect it, the smaller you get, the bolder you detected, the chances that you will fight it and beat it, you see? So, and it's a supportive structure thing, Go to group, if they say have a group session, go, so that you see you are not alone.
You are not alone.
I am here with you.
Now you're far away. And here to stay. Okay.
So basically that's the idea. Guys. And this will make so many, I still say this channel is about not saving the world, but different topics that we're going to talk about. It makes you avoid or repeat certain patterns in the family structure, in your family. We can't talk to our kids about sex. We can't talk to our kids about drinking. Now we're talking about kids about, especially in the black community, depression is like, that's why we want attention.
And then when you do something, it's like, how sweet? Why asabu?
And it's not really supportive. It's like that. So let's talk about these things, guys. Because generation to generation, this thing, it's a repentance.
But I think right now, people are sort of more aware than they were. But there'll always be that population that still thinks depression and all mental illness is
still.
You want attention, it's not real, snap out of it, just wake up, man, do your laundry, be busy, you'll be fine, stop being sad.
It's not easy when you're alone. It's easy when there's two or more people. Unity, stronger.
Support system.
Yes.
Very important.
So, I guess it's a wrap up.
Yes,
we will put the contacts of toll-free mental health helpline,
suicide hotline.
Yes,
So
and then
that.
and our next video
will be very short. We'll be just talking about why we haven't been uploading,
talking to you guys.
But
it's going to be interesting as well, because I think most parents and young adults can relate, will relate actually with the next video that we're going to be shooting, as to why we took so long to upload. Yeah, it's almost a month, I think, but yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Once again, you know the button. Please don't forget to subscribe.
If you are new, please subscribe.
Just
and like and comment
and share. Tell your friends and your grannies and their friends in the Stockfell. Everybody, please let them know.
And the Triple M
and the
and the IFA
and
clientele.
Just send. You just forward, share. Thank you very much, guys. Love you.
Bye.